Hey, what's going on, Internet? Welcome to a special Sunday edition of Duels of the Dollars, boys. Today we're going to check out the Sultai Tutelage slash Fog slash Turbo Fog, whatever you want to call it, deck. This is actually another one that's not mine. I just made a few changes. It's by a dude, Decklist. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I'll provide a link to his deck list in the description. Hakeem just recently played this as well. But let's go through the deck real quick. It just aims, your win condition is Sphinx's Tutelage and just milling them out. That's it. It's your only win condition unless you can get Elf or Skaab beat down. But anyways, you got 4 Fogs, 4 Visionary, 4 Alchemist Vial, 3 Telling Time, 2 Disperse, 1 Displacement Wave, all 3 Tutelage obviously, 3 Hydrolash, 4 Artificer's Epiphany, 2 Countermands, 2 Languish, 3 Possessed Skaabs, 25 lands, so 7 islands, 4 swamps, 4 forests, 2 Woodland Cemetery, 2 Drowned Catacomb, 2 Hinterland Harbor, and 4 Evolving Wilds. So I know they're running stuff like Nissa and Disciple of the Ring and whatever. I'm not running any of that. I just actually put in the countermands, like, just having a hard counter later on in the game, or even, just in the mid game is really good. And, that milling, that's technically 2, average tutelage activations. I mean, it adds up. I would never drop below 3 Possessed Skaabs. I mean, it's just too good. Just getting, whatever back, getting a Languish back, getting a Countermand back, obviously getting a Fog back. Even, you can disperse it too. I mean, it's a good disperse target. And that's also why I would never go below 25 lands, even though, we have 4 Evolving Wilds, so it's really like 23.5 lands, something, 23 lands, whatever. Because in all the testing I've done with the deck, if you miss any land drops in the early game, you're just done. You're done. So I would never go below 25. Never go below 3. I want to run 2 Displacement Waves. It's like a very bad third copy of Languish. Like, I'd say it's good maybe like 25% of the time that I draw it, and then 75% and maybe 25% of the time it's just okay, and then half the time it's just not going to do anything. But, every now and again it's good, and it's also, a reason why you want so many lands, because, you get to the late game, sometimes you just Displacement Wave, for 7. I mean, it'll get you out of a jamming now and again. And, of course, it's good for tokens and whatnot. And another reason why I like the Countermands is because it won't counter Gaia's Revenge, but it will counter shit like Alhamaret, which if you play against a hard AI a lot, you see him a lot, which, and Alhamaret, just locking down your fogs, you lose. Other things like Shaman of the Pack, there's no way to beat that unless you counter it or mill them all away. I mean, there's a lot of other shit, you can counter, like an Embermaw Hellion, or like, even any kind of like, 5 toughness creature that you can't nail with Languish, and you're like out of Fogs or Artificer's Vials to lock them down for a turn. Like, just having 2 there at the quote-unquote top end, I just think it's really helpful. I mean, stuff like Nissa and Disciple of the Ring, I mean, they don't really... Yeah, they're powerful, but, like, they just don't go with the deck. Like, I don't know. I actually think the deck runs great. Like, putting in Disciple and Nissa, like, what's a good analogy? It's like using your sports car to push a shopping cart. Like, yes, that's something you can do, but, like, why would you? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to have those cards in there, to me. At least Countermand, it works with the general program. I mean, yeah, they're just alternate win conditions, but, the entire deck is built around this. So, I mean, just having the just-in-case win condition, like, if you want to go that route, just fucking run Gaia's Revenge, then you're running green. So, I disagree with those. I mean, it's not wrong, it's just, I just don't see it. I mean, I see it, I just don't approve. So yeah, you stick a tutelage, and then you just stall. If you're coming from Hearthstone, this is basically the Magic Duels Origins version of Freeze Mage. Except instead of, burning out their life total, you're just burning out their library, like, slowly but surely. And so, yeah, let's just take this out into the lobbies. There's not really too much to explain. Like, Telling Time isn't instant, but I think in this deck, you want to cast it at sorcery speed a lot of the time. Because you want to dig for your tutelage. And, like, if I have a chance a choice on turn 2. My turn 2s are, in order of importance, are Telling Time to dig for the Tutelage, or even, a second Tutelage, then Vial, then Visionary. Now, the Vial Visionary thing would swap, depending on, if there's another creature. So, like, if I'm turn 2 on the draw and they go, 2-drop, that's like, an X1 or like a Perilous Mirror, then I'll play the Visionary over the Vial. Otherwise, usually the Vial, gets priority over the Visionary on an empty board. Alright, so let's just, let's take it out. We did hit a full Caitlyn Jenner last night, so now I just no longer care about my rank. I mean, maybe I'll care like once the season rolls down, because I guess I would want to finish the season at 40. But as of right now, who cares anymore? So I'm going to be playing, a lot of different decks, I suppose. Or maybe not different decks, I don't know. Maybe I'd be more inclined to do like user decks. Or viewer decks. Yeah, actually, before I saw Geg's list, I had convinced myself that mono blue was the home for a Tutelage, and I just, put all the counter spells in and Tutelage, and it just wasn't good enough. Like, the counter spells are too slow. So, like, going Sultai, having access to the Fogs and the Visionaries, and then going black and having access to the Possessed Skaab and the Languishes, like, it is so much better, like, for this archetype. I think, like, if you're wanting to win with Sphinx's Tutelage, like, this is the archetype to play. Or this is the deck to play. Speaking of things to not play, I mean, I am on the play. Yeah, I guess I'll keep. I mean, this is rough, but we got 1, 2, 3 draws to hit a third land. So I think that's fair. I mean, you don't need Tutelage in your opening hand. I mean, you can just stall for like the first 10 turns, and once you hit a Tutelage and like you've successfully stalled enough, like you mill them out really, really fast. But there's red. It's all right. So there's a black. So, on an empty board, I'm just gonna play an Alchemist Vial. Because, depending on what he does, I'll just Epiphany next turn. I probably will, no matter what he does. Which will be nothing. Now, in this case, I don't need the Sorcery Speed Epiphany because I can't play anything after it. So I can just pretend I have Disperse open or whatnot. But we pretty much hit all our mana requirements, which is good. Really, the biggest thing is to have double black. And then everything else, like, single green, double black. And then, the deck's mostly blue. You're going to hit your blues. And you always have to watch out for the Troll Reclamation Sage. Alright, so this is Boros something. So, we'll just be mana efficient here. So we're just going to go double Visionary. We're just digging for our Tutelage. And once we have the Tutelage, I mean, we still have, more than enough gas to, mill them out with it. I mean, you also got to remember that the Tutelage itself has built-in card draw. I mean, it costs 6, so, you draw a card, discard. So that's why, you want a lot of lands. Like, I wouldn't go below 25. And, I tested, like, a bunch of games against AI, and, like, I had multiple games where all 3 of my Tutelages, like, did not show up until I was, like, only 20 cards left in the library, and I still won those games. Okay. That's fine by me. He doesn't know what we're playing. Like, I could scab back those Visionaries, but leaving it for Fog, like, scabbing for Fog is just so much better. But, I don't know, we'll see. So I could Wilds here first, but if I draw the Tutelage, I will actually want to play it this turn. So I would have an extra mana to do it. If I don't draw it, then yeah, I'm just going to Wilds and pass. Or, an Epiphany. So Also, you really got to use your life total as a resource in a deck like this. Don't panic, you know, don't fog, you know, 1 or 2 damage. Obviously, you got to be mindful of red, you know, mindful of Exquisite Firecraft, since that's something you can't counter if they have Spell Mastery. You know, we're just trying to get to the tutelage. Once we get to tutelage, like, I don't think we can lose anymore. And this is a rank 39 damage effects guy. That's nuts. It's looking like... Stop listening. Stop listening! Fucking connect, man. Alright, so I'm actually going to main phase this, because if I draw to tutelage, I can play, you know, another land and play it. Otherwise, I'll just play a wild. I will have to discard here. Actually, I'll just play the Hydrolash. No Hixus. I mean, I will just discard these 2 lands. Yeah, I want to keep the wilds because now I want to start filtering. So this is an easy Hydrolash turn. Like I said, you don't need to worry about blowing these early even if you don't have your tutelage, because you still have more than enough, you know, card draw to trigger your tutelage. You know, you can always just get that shit back with the Possessed Skaabs. So, I mean, he could be building towards Gaia's Revenge. I don't know what the fuck he's building towards. So we really don't have much of a play here. I said, I want those Possessed Skaabs for the fogs. Those are just more fogs. I mean, we're only taking 2 a turn. He's not doing anything. No, he doesn't have Gaia's Revenge. Another thing Disperse does, it allows you to beat Ravaging Blaze. You know, if they want to Ravaging Blaze your Skaab or your Visionary. And also acts as a, you know, counter spell if they try and nuke your tutelage. Just leaving the Visionary back. We don't need to swing. I mean, it's a chump blocker for Gaia's Revenge. I may have to start scabbing back. Fucking Artificer's Epiphany. I mean, like I said, 2 a turn. Like, I don't care. I can't imagine. Like, what is he doing? Well, I guess I could have got that swamp. But the flood is real, boys. Flood boys. Alright, since we have 2 fogs already in hand, plus another Skaab, like, it's time to start digging. This is getting out of hand. Top half of the deck, none of the tutelages. It happens. But, I mean, we can Epiphany and still hold up fog. I mean, we're still at 13. Okay, Twin Bolt. Do I want to save it? No, not really. I mean, that's 2 less damage to our face. I'm fine with that. I mean, I think he's going to try and burn us out. That's what it looks like. There we go. Fucking finally. Alright, let's go, boys. Yeah, it's fine. He could have Tragic Arrogance, but do I care? No. We'll still have 1 tutelage. Alright, so now we're just gonna win. I'm gonna leave open to Disperse for the Ravaging Blaze, the big Ravaging Blaze. Like, I'm not going to telling time end of turn unless, you know, he starts doing crazy shit. Right now, let's pause it. I mean, oh yeah, he has Spell Mastery. So I don't want to take 4 from a Ravaging Blaze. So I'm just going to leave Disperse up. Now it'll be time to start fogging. And looting. So 7, 10, 11. Yeah, so now we just start fogging. Actually, no, you know what? I'll telling time. Like, I might draw something I want to use this turn. That's why it's good to have a lot of lands. Like, oh, you know. Alright, now we have a Countermand. Alright, so it's Fog Boys time. We're at 9. There's the Ravaging Blaze. So we're just gonna blow you out. And so I don't have to worry about this. I'm gonna get that elf off the field and then bounce this guy and save the fogs. So I don't have to worry about Ravaging Blaze again. So that's just something to watch out for. And then I can just scab back the fucking Countermand. Oh, there we go. I mean, Tragic Arrogance would be kind of sucky, but whatever. So now I just leave Countermand open for the other Ravaging Blaze. Fiery Impulse, I don't care. Just one less thing I gotta worry about. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I can't counter Exquisite Firecraft, so... I mean, I couldn't counter it anyways. So actually, no, that was a misplay. I should have just fogged, because now I'm dead to the second Firecraft. All right, so out of all, you know, my playing, I still misplay anyways. Like with 2, I don't need to counter that. Does he have the second one in hand? I mean, we can look. There's 1. Yeah, I think I actually just threw the game there. I don't know, we'll see. I really hope I didn't throw the game there. I'm gonna be sad. I mean, he held on to so many cards. I just gotta win one more turn, and nope, I don't see the second Firecraft, so we lost. Because I'm a dumbass. Fuck. Yep, we did not need to take that 2 damage. And actually, if we would have hit, you know, multiples on any of those. Yeah, I know you have Tragic Arrogance. It doesn't matter that you have it. I still have a Oh, he doesn't have the other Firecraft. Holy shitballs. It was his last fucking card. Get wrecked, Areno. No Cappuccino. He could have 2 Twin Bolts, but I don't think he does. He just used them on our creatures. So yeah, we almost fucking blew that game because I'm a dumbass for countering that. That was just so greedy. I should have just fogged or even used the Alchemist Vial on that stupid thing. But we are still so brave rank. Caitlyn Jenner. Doesn't show it. So yeah. Yeah, that was stupid. So something to keep, don't do what I just did. Sometimes you're like, ooh, I can counter something. Sometimes just let it go. Just let it happen. I said I could have just fucking vialed that thing. Like I say, a good reason to have, the Countermands and the Disperse, for Ravaging Blades. You can't really beat that unless you have those cards. But I don't think I would be playing Stalwart Aven in his deck. I didn't really care to look at his deck. It didn't look too interesting. Sorry, guy. But RNGesus was with us for once. The final card, Exquisite Fire card. It was either the final card or the second to last card. Deacon Leet. Being on the draw sucks. Yet another 2-lander. But we have a Telling Time, so we should be able to hit the turn 3 tutelage. Doesn't have a 1-drop, which is good. I'm just gonna fuck. There's no reason, like, I was doing this in the Sultai control deck. Like, there's no reason, like, not to play these out on turn 1 in a tricolor deck. There's usually not a reason. Yeah, Perilous Mirror, whatever. Like, it's not gonna do that much damage to us. Like, until we have to Languish, and then it will. And, you can Epiphany even without... Oh, God. Alright, so we want to Disperse. I mean, a deck like this, there's not much you can do about that. Alright, I'm keeping the Languish. I can take some... How much damage can I actually take here? I play the Visionary. Now let's just get this. Let's just get this going. I mean, I play the Visionary, threaten the block. He can throw the Inferno Fist at it. But we'll see if this is a mistake. Okay. Just don't leave mana open for like, flip Planeswalkers we can deal with, but they are still a very much a pain in the ass. So while he doesn't have mana for Inferno Fist open, like, I'm just gonna blow it. So we go to 12. But I think that's okay. We have 2 Fogs. And we have a Skaab to get the Languish back. Oh shit, was that a fucking Corpse Hauler? Is this the AI? 4 cards. Oh, we got a Firecraft too. Good, man. All these fucking burn decks now. Okay, if we hit a land, then I'm just scabbing for Languish immediately. Like, with these, like, low-cost creature decks, like, just having your Languish up is really good. If I don't hit a land... I just leave Countermand up. I'll take 1. I don't care. If he doesn't play anything, then I just Epiphany. Do I care about that? Not really. He's gonna sack it. I mean, we got rid of one Firecraft, so but we still got to be worried about the other one. I mean, should I have a... I mean, I'm gonna discard a card, but whatever. I might actually discard that Countermand. Yeah. Tainted Remedy? Really? Alright, I'm just getting this Languish back right the fuck now. Just let him know I have it. If he doesn't play anything, good for me. Is he gonna Twin Bolt that? Don't care. Ah, that's fucking brutal. So 6, and we're at 4. So we're dead to the other Firecraft. Fuck. Well, I guess I didn't play around that. So we're really at 3. So we're just dead to Firecraft. Hopefully we mill the other one. I'll probably just disperse that. I'm not gonna fuck around. Like, how can we get punished main phase? I can Languish now and leave up Fog. Actually, no, I can't even play Visionary and leave up Fog. So I'm just gonna bounce that now. Just leave up Fog. I got another Force because I only have one. But no, that Traitorous Instinct, getting Lava Axe there. So that was a misplay on my part. Yes, please mill yourself some more. But he's digging. He's digging for Firecraft or double Twin Bolt. He's got a lot of indirect damage here. Really fucking annoying. I might just have to lock that thing down. With a Vial. Well, actually, this might... Yeah, I mean, he plays the Connoisseur side. I mean, there's just nothing I can do about this. If he has the Twin Bolt, I'm dead. I can't beat Twin Bolt anymore. I just have to hope he doesn't have it. Necromantic summons on what? I don't know what the fuck he's getting. Alright. I can't languish anymore. I guess it's displacement wave time. He has enough mana to Connoisseur. I mean, the Connoisseur is just gonna kill us. There's nothing we can do about it. The traitorous instinct got us. Like, if it had been an act of treason, we'd be fine. But it had to have been a traitorous instinct. So yeah, so he has enough. He just plays Connoisseur, Mirror, Arsonist, and it just burns us out. I don't have the counterspell for it. So in retrospect, I should have languished away that Connoisseur. So he goes over the top in this matchup. So good for him. But that was my fault. But it seems like whenever I fucking take a deck out, like I'm getting like fucking hard countered like into oblivion. Like, I should have languished that Connoisseur. That was stupid. Should languish that Connoisseur, and I should not have tapped out for the Skaab. So I'll play one more game. But, you know, depending on what decks you play, you have to radically change your way of thinking. Which is why I always advocate playing as many decks as you can. Like when people say they're primarily this archetype player, I'm just like, why? Why don't you just be a player? Be proficient with all decks. Like even if you enjoy playing one more than the other, just be proficient with all of them. Say play them all equally. I mean, I just enjoy playing Magic. I don't care what deck I'm using, really. I mean, yeah, I say I hate aura decks, but, it's still fine to play with them. So, I mean, I had the turn 3 tutelage, but, he had the mirror, the Inferno Fist. Like, it was just rough. And like I said, at any point, I was dead to Twin Bolt. There's nothing I can do. What are these fucking 2-land hands, dude? Fucking stainless. I mean, luckily we have the Telling Time again. But... watch, we're not even going to Telling Time an untapped land. I mean, we're on the play. I mean, it's just fucking absurd. It's 25 lands. Yeah, that could be a problem. Who is this person? Fizzy Jellies. No, this is a Telling Time turn. We want to dig 3 deep for that land. We want to get the ball rolling quickly. Yeah, I mean, normally, like, you hate when your opponents draw cards. But, like, in this matchup, you don't really mind. Blue-black Flyers. What is this, Clown Fiesta? I swear to God, if I don't fucking hit a land off this, I'm gonna lose it. I mean, this game is so fucking stupid, dude. Fuck Stainless. Like, just unbelievably fucking stupid. I can't hit a 3rd land in my top 10? Oh, look at that! Like, this happens all the time. I have almost 100 videos on this fucking channel, and you see this shit happen all the fucking time. So if you want to fucking comment confirmation bias, and you can fucking go confirmation bias these nuts, or whatever else someone would say. Like, cause this fucking happens all the fucking time. It's ludicrous. It's absolutely fucking ludicrous. Nope. Alright, well, main phase of Disperse. This is so bad. Like, there's no fucking, like, one, I'm getting fucking 2 land hands every fucking game. 2, like, top 12 cards, 2 lands. It's fucking crazy. Oh, boy. Look, he's even, like, you know, helping me out. I mean, we're still in, I mean, he's blue-black, so we're kind of good. I mean, if he starts, like, you know, bouncing Sphinx's tutelage, we're just fucked. Finally. Might be too little too late. But, you know, we technically have 3 fogs. He only has no creatures above 2. So we'll go to 10, and then we can get the fog train going. But, like I said, if he's smart, he'll just fucking disperse this. And then we're just screwed. And if he's running counter magic, we're really screwed. And we're not hitting green either. I mean, it's just a fucking royal fucking all around. I mean, if he's actually running counter magic, then we're just fucked. And I even like got rid of one of these, the telling time too. I mean, the dream is to draw a land off this Hydrolash and then hit a Languish. Oh, this is like the AI. Okay, now we need to hit a Languish or a fucking forest. Oh yeah, there's a displacement wave. It's not gonna do anything. I don't even have the second blue. This is such a joke. Such a fucking joke. No green either. Yeah, this is unwinnable. If it had been anything but a Soul Blade Djinn, like, it's just ridiculous. We need that Languish, dude. Do you have no spells? That's crazy. He just must be all removal. I need a fucking forest. What is he getting back? Sure. Not. I mean, it's got to be a forest here. I'll put that in our hand. I mean, it doesn't matter. I can't fucking loot it away. I can't loot it away. So, whatever, man. So you take 5. I mean, yeah, there's nothing we can do. I mean, 25 lands, dude. Like, fuck you. Like, just fuck this game. Well, I hope you think your deck is good, guy. I don't really think this looks like another unfocused pile. If he has any spell, I died. I mean, it doesn't matter what he has. I'm just dead on board. So we're 20 cards deep, and we only hit 5 lands. So good for us. So not a good showing for the mill deck. I mean, I think the deck itself is fine. But, you know, the first game, we got really lucky with the Firecraft on the bottom after I misplayed. The second game, I misplayed again, and that cost a game. The third game, there's nothing we can do about that. I mean, you know, a 2-land Telling Time hand with the Sphinx's Tutelage, like you easily keep that because, you know, you get to look at 3 cards to, you know, to hit your next land, plus all the draws you have. It's just, it's fucking absurd that you can't fucking hit a land there. Absolutely fucking absurd. So, eat a dick, fucking Stainless, you fucking shitbag, fucking shitty programmers, all your fucking bugs. You can't make this game work on any platform. Your shuffler still fucking sucks. Like, everything about that studio is fucking bullshit. So, whatever. I'm out. Fuck everything. This is why I don't record on the week. Whenever I record on the weekends, like, shit just goes south. Alright, later.